Hey everybody, it's Janet. Happy New Year. It's finally 2015. Woo! It's funny how much it looks and smells like 2014. Anyway, sorry if I'm a little bleh. I just woke up a little while ago and I had a lot of alcohol last night. So I'm kind of, dirty, if you know what I mean. Or fouled would probably be a nicer word. But anyway, so now that it's 2015. See, I had to think about that for a minute. Now that it's 2015, I just wanted to do this video to let you know where I stand with my weight. I weighed myself this morning, and the thing is about weighing myself on my scale at home is my scale at home weighs me 2 pounds heavier than it weighs me at the Weight Watcher meeting. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to eat that 2 pounds, and I'm just going to have to take it because I'm going to have that be my new starting weight for this year. And I weighed myself this morning. Mind you, last week I was 260.6. This week I'm 266.0. So, that's my starting point for this week. I'm starting at 266, and which is okay. I'm still down over 33 pounds from my original starting weight, so it's going to be tough. I mean, initially one of my New Year's resolutions was to get back under 200 pounds, but losing over 66 pounds in a year is going to be a tall order. But if I can even lose 40 pounds this year, I would be cool with that. I'd be okay with that as well. But anyways, moving on. I also wanted to talk about said New Year's resolutions. Like I said, biggest resolution was to try to lose 60 pounds this year. I also want to try to start being a better person, starting out by forgiving a lot of people who've hurt me in the past. There have been a lot of them. There have been a lot of people who have hurt me, fucked me over, been cruel to me, etc., etc., etc. Well, I've decided I'm starting this year off on a new foot, even though I can't talk, and a lot of my words are I can't use my words right. But I am going to try my best to show forgiveness to these people, because I know, shit happens. People say stupid things they don't mean, and whatnot. And I'm also going to try to forgive myself, because I'm still beating myself up about a lot of things that happened in 2014 that I should not have been beating myself up over, because it was a lot of silliness for the most part. A lot of silliness. A lot of Janet silliness, But since we're in a brand new year, I've decided I'm going to be like Elsa and let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Woo! Apparently that's what you do when you let stuff go. You wiggle your fingers like that. Anyway, I'm also working on getting my finances in order. Of course, taking care of Miss Kitty over here. Beyonce, as I like to call her. Because she's such a diva. One other thing you're probably going to notice is I'm going to change my, you see all the picture posters and stuff behind me here? Sort of. You can sort of see it here, there, everywhere. I'm going to be taking down a bunch of those posters, and I'm actually going to put up, like, real framed pictures. Like, see the picture, there's a picture frame right here. I'm going to keep that up, but I have a couple other framed pictures that I'm going to be putting up on the wall. I'm going to take down a bunch of that stuff. Because basically I have posters on this wall too, and that wall. I'm going to take all these posters down. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them. I think any of them that have autographs, I'm clearly going to keep them. But the other ones I may just toss, just because there's no reason to keep them, because they remind me of my childhood, and I have to remember that I am no longer a child, that I am actually a 42-year-old adult who will soon be 43 in about 3 months. Yuck. That really sucks to have to say that. Now getting down to the nitty-gritty of things, as far as 2015 goes, it's gonna be a shaky year. it's going to be a shaky year. I'm still going to try to do videos every week if I can. I still want to try to do song parodies. I've got a bunch of song parodies that I haven't even completed. I probably have at least 3 or 4 other song parodies that I wrote that I haven't released yet. And 2 of them are about Shane's movie, Not Cool. And I don't know if I'm going to release those or not. I think they're kind of dopey and stupid. But then, what the hell? When does that ever stop Janet from releasing a song parody that's dopey and stupid? Because let's face it, all of Janet's song parodies are dopey and stupid. But anyways, moving on. So I wanted to talk about forgiveness because that's kind of like a big thing for me. I've always been a very sentimental person. I've always been a very forgiving person. Very forgiving person. Even if I've been wronged 120%, I have always been the one to say I'm sorry first, even if I don't necessarily have to say I'm sorry first. But I do anyway. And I just feel like by forgiving somebody and giving them a clean slate, you're also giving yourself a clean slate with this person. Whether they choose to accept that or not is on them. So whether they choose to accept it or not, that's a whole different ballgame. But just knowing that you did the right thing is what's important. No, shit, I realized I didn't put any makeup on today, did I? Fuck. I was wondering why I looked like a dead zombie. Oh, I had a great idea. How about I bring my makeup out here and I'll do a makeup tutorial? Oh my god, that'll be fun, right? Alright, be right back. Yay, dead air time. Alright. Ugh. So this will be interesting, right? Oh my god, it'll totally... I know, 2015, I'll totally be a makeup guru. Oh my god. And you guys are going to get to see something that you never get to see. Janet without her glasses on. Now, I warn you in advance, this is frightening, so... Dun, 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 and I'm blind as a bat and I can't see shit. But this is me without my glasses on. Hello, my glasses. So I'm going to be using my Urban Decay. It's a nice, pretty, like a purpley kind of eyeliner. And I'm going to try to do this. I'm not very good at doing this on the computer, but I will try. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, I know why I would never be a makeup guru, because I suck at this. How's that look? Put it over there. Oh, that looks fabulous. And now, this is my favorite eyeshadow palette. Ironically enough, it is also Urban Decay. It's very awesome. It has some really nice, bright, fun, vivid colors. And I think what I'm going to do today is I'm going to put my favorite pink up on top here. This is my favorite shade of pink. I'm going to put up on top here. Like that. And then I'm going to use like a nice purple for the lid. So put this nice purple here. And keep in mind, I'm pretty much blind as a bat, so I really can't see what I'm doing very well. So I don't know how good this makeup job is going to be. It's probably going to be very, very bad. Like, I can't even see which eye I'm doing. That's why I keep going like this, because I'm like, oh, which eye am I doing? Because when you look into the camera, it's like reversed and shit. So I'm just like, which eye am I doing? And that is pretty much it, folks. That's how I do my makeup every day. Ta-da! Oh, wow, I don't look as dead and disgusting as I usually do. I don't have a lipstick around here, otherwise I'd put a lipstick on, but fuck it. That was a vast improvement right there. But anyway, moving on. Getting back to forgiveness. It's very important to forgive people, even if they don't forgive you back, because then at least you know that you're on the up and up. You know, that you did what was right, despite what went down, despite whether you wronged somebody or somebody else wronged you, etc., etc., etc. So that's one thing I want to work on this year. I want to work on forgiving myself, which is always the hardest thing to do. The hardest thing to do is to forgive yourself. It's easy to forgive other people, but it's hard as fuck to forgive yourself. Because let's face it, we all make mistakes. We all say the wrong thing to somebody we care about. We all, well, at least most women do anyway. We all have our periods and we say things that we don't mean. Just because we're PMS raging, you know, things like that. So that's going to be the start of my New Year's. I'm also going to be using an Excel document to track my weight loss for the year. And again, as my new starting weight is going to be 266.0. So I'm going to document that down there, and we'll see how this year goes. Should be interesting, should be exciting. But anyway, guys, if you have any suggestions for things you'd like to see me do this year, leave them down there. I will definitely look into them because I'm going to need things to do because last year was a pretty full year. I did a lot of crazy, silly, goofy shit. So if you have any suggestions, ideas, comments, leave them down below and let me know what you think I should do this year. Okay, take it easy. See you next week, guys. Bye.